town called Hairyscary. It's in for Tallagnon. Illustrated by Tallagnon. The town of Hairyscary was a peaceful place to settle down, and people liked it there because of all the lovely things in town. It was nice and Hairyscary and normal in most every way. They had shops and a library, a school, and parks where kids could play. Hairyscary had a mayor whose name was Larry Dusseldorf, and from his office in the square, he makes sure that things ran well enough. But one thing missing from the town kept Mayor Larry up at night. There were no barber shops around. To Larry, this did not seem right. It didn't used to be this way. The town once had 2 barbers there. Their shops were open every day to cut and dry and curl your hair. Both barbers were the nicest guys who got along with everyone, but to the people's great surprise, they did each dislike the other one. The barbers agreed constantly. My haircuts are the best. No, mine are. And they could never quite agree which one's haircut skills were finer. One day, both barbers closed up shop. We're done with hair, we had enough. Constant fighting has to stop. We're sorry, Mayor Dusseldorf. Since then, the town was barberless. And this bothered Mayor Larry. It caused him pangs of real distress, for everyone was much too hairy. Everyone except the mayor. Larry was quite bald on top, and since he couldn't grow his hair, he didn't need a barber shop. But all the other folks in town had long hair that kept on growing. It grew until it reached the ground, and then it kept right on going. This caused big problems everywhere, confirming all of Larry's fears. The people had so much hair, it covered up their eyes and ears. Plus, people used so much shampoo, the shelves in the stores were often bare, so no one could. The shops ran out of ribbons too, so no one could control their hair. That's why Daryl Mary was so concerned about this town. This town's much too hairy. A solution must be found. Everyone ignored poor Larry. It's not a problem, they all said. Things are fine in Hairyscary, despite our very hairy heads. Mayor gave him my insight. I guess the people all agreed. If they did not worry, why should I? From now, I'll just let things be. So life went all around the way it always had before. The people tripped and kids fell down, and hair kept growing more and more. But one day something odd occurred. A sweet young girl named Mary Lou woke up to find a pair of birds had built a nest in her hairdo. Oh, Mary Lou politely said, I see you laid some eggs up there. You're welcome to stay on my head until they hatch. I think that's fair. For long 6 more days had passed. It's really not that bad, said Mary Lou. The eggs will hatch soon. This won't last. This stay is only temporary. Then suddenly the nest was shaking. There was a lot of scratching. Mary Lou heard egg cells breaking. Oh, she cried, the birds are hatching. Soon Mary Lou heard flapping sounds. They're learning how to fly, she said. And once they all get around, perhaps they'll finally leave my head. But things did not turn out that way. The birds were fond of Mary Lou. When they began to fly away, they lifted Mary Lou up too. They flew her to the tallest trees. From far below, she was a blur. From down watched exhaustively, there seemed no chance of saving her. The fire department did their best. Their longest ladder reached the sky, but fell short of Mary's nest, for she was simply up too high. I've got a plan, announced the mayor. We got to make a giant net. We'll weave together all your hair and Mary Lou can jump in it. Good thinking, Mayor Doozle-Duff, said all the people in the town. And when the net was big enough, they yelled, Hey, Mary Lou, jump down! So Mary closed her eyes and landed in the net of hair. Her dad rejoiced, her mother wept. We don't know how to thank you, Mayor. The mayor said, Don't you see it's time for something to be done? Our lovely town is much too hairy. We need haircuts for everyone. And Mary Lou said, I agree. Now listen, I must have my say. My bird ordeal has made me see that a long hair is in our way. We need to get the barbers back. They must reopen both their shops, and then they can both take a whack at taming all our hairy mops. At first the birds were uncomfortable. Don't you recall our fights back then? We had so many arguments. We hate for that to start again. Just then Mary Lou said, Hey, I got something to suggest. I think I found a way for both of you to be the best. Dance explained her clever scheme. You'll open just one shop, not two. You'll work together as a team on each haircut, said Mary Lou. And so that's what the barbers got in their new double barber shop. Each one cut hair on just one side and turned to cutting hair on the top. They started working right away to dreamy Hairyscary. By the end of that long day, the town could finally see again. The people loved their new hairdos, and the barber's fight was put to rest. No one ever had to choose which barber style they liked the best. The mayor gave a speech that day. Congratulations, all of you! Our hair is no longer in our way, and all because of Mary Lou. I do have one thing to proclaim because our hair is no longer scary. I think we better change our name. From now on, we'll call Hairy Mary. The end.